Hello, welcome to High End Yoga. This is the first video in our series. I'm going to give about 1 minute of instruction and then we'll go through our sequence. You can look at the picture that is the skeletal muscle diagram that's also listed on this page. But here are the key elements. Anytime that we have the opportunity, we take the shoulder blades, take them down the back. Nice long neck. Even though this is high-end yoga and we're specifically talking about the butt, or the tail, we want to increase both flexibility and strength, not just from the tail, but also lifting up all the way into the upper back muscle. This is a 21-day challenge. You can join me because I would like to have a little bit of a lift and high end, and this will end on May 1st. So welcome, nice to see you. 2, from the shoulders, moving down the back, taking the belly. Anytime we have the opportunity, we pull the belly muscles in and engage the lower abdomen. So there's a lot of muscles here that are around the sex organs. Yes, I said sex. Reproductive organs. We want to pull these muscles in so that we create a nice firm ground here, specifically for the diaphragm, so that when we increase our breath here, the breath has something to bounce against on the floor, the pelvic floor, engaging the pelvic floor. 3, moving down the body. In our checklist, taking the pelvis, instead of having the tail pointed up and back, we want to tilt the tailbone down so that the pelvis sits directly underneath the shoulders. These exercises not only will tighten and firm the butt, the tail, and make it a high-end tail, but it will also alleviate back pain and strengthen the abdomen. 4, moving down the body, taking the thigh muscles, and when we have the opportunity in standing poses, we want to take the kneecaps, if you can see here, lift the kneecaps, and this will allow the thighs to lift up also. So here the thigh kneecaps relaxed. Engage, lift, and engage the thigh muscles. Moving down the body, moving to the feet. Instead of having the feet set down into the earth, we want to take the toes and lift the toes up, pressing 4 corners of the foot into the ground. So toes down, increase, lift, press 4 corners of foot into ground, and here's what it looks like from the side. This will allow, when we have the toes lifted, this will allow ease in tilting the tailbone down. We'll be able to feel the weight distribution evenly across the feet without allowing the toes to sink in and having a sort of a swayed body. So we lift the toes, engage the calf muscles, lift the knees, going up the body, taking the tailbone, tilting it under, pulling belly in, shoulder blades release down the back, and crown of head will lift towards the ceiling with those checklists. Here we go. Sequence number 1. Feet directly underneath the hips. Go through your checklist from top to bottom. Hands pressed to center. Taking a deep inhale. Mouth and face muscles relaxed. Exhale, touch the knees together. Reach the arms up into chair pose. Instead of the butt tilting up, tilt it under. Breathe. Sit here and breathe with the knees together. Here's what it looks like from the front. Instead of tailbone out, tilt it under. Exhale, release. Place the hands on the shins, completely flat back, shoulders release. Stay here, one extra breath. Fingers up, toes up. Exhale all the way into the earth. Hands in plank. Instead of the knees bent, straighten if you can. Reach out through the heels. Feet are hips distance apart. Lift the fingers up. Exhale, release down. Also here in plank, instead of having the butt up, see if you can feel the tail in line with the shoulders, the back of the head, and the heels. This will happen when the shoulder blades are down the back and the belly pulled in. Exhale, release down to the earth. Hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, come up. Really pull the elbows towards the heels. Exhale, tuck toes under, press back. Downward facing dog, running through the checklist. Shoulders down, belly pulled in, tailbone even here, tilt it down. If you can't get the heels to the ground, no problem, you can lift the heels up. Otherwise, the toes do lift up. Right leg lifts up. Look between the hands gently and most soft. Step the right foot forward. Keep the back heel up. Lift out through the back heel. Really press, press. Take the hands to the knees. Reach out through the back heel. Reach, reach, reach. Open this front here. Tailbone tilt. Shoulder blades down. Front toes lift. Reach arms up. Breathe. Inhale. Stay here an extra breath. Exhale. Hands either side. Lower down. Gently. Soft. Hands under the shoulders. Elbows close into the body. Lift it up. Inhale. Exhale, press it back. Left foot lifts on inhale. Reach out through the heel. Toe point straights down. Look between the hands. Step it forward gently and soft. Back heel stays up. Front toes lift. Take the hands to the knee, right behind the knee. Reach arms up, 2 breaths. Exhale, with control, gently release the arms down, not anticipating moving down to the ground. Gently lower down. Inhale up. Only up to the bottom rib, not up here, no. Keep the bottom rib on the ground. Very important. Belly is still pulled in here. Exhale, press all the way back. Stay here for a few breaths and rest. If you need to take an extra breath, instead of sitting in child's pose all the way to the mat, keep an active child's pose. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Look between the hands. That's instead of staying in this position for 5 breaths. Exhale, step both feet up. Inhale, hands on the shins. Exhale, sit into our original chair position, knees together, heels apart, tailbone tilts under, arms are wide. Stay an extra breath. Next inhale, bring it all the way up to the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. Think about it. That feels awesome. Sun salutation B's, which is what that's a modification of a sun B because we added some stuff in there, but that is an awesome way to open up the pelvis, the lower body, strengthens the arms, lengthens the neck. Just doing one is amazing. So you can take that same series 2 more times, which we'll do now together. We're not going to call out any direction except for inhales and exhales. You can follow the detailed instruction for review in the first one that we just did. So please join me for 2 more sun salutation B's. 2, lift the tush. Inhale, exhale, whoops, exhale. Inhale, inhale, in, feet are hips distance apart. In, hips distance apart, front foot and back foot. In, 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 3 breaths. In, last breath here. In, look between the hands. In, into chair. In, stay 3 breaths, let the heart rate cycle. In, in, last deep breath. Inhale, face muscles relaxed, mouth relaxed. Exhale. And begin. In, whoops. In, in, looking between in, X, in, X, in, X, in, X. 3 breaths. In traditional, it's 5, X, in, X, in, X, in, X, in, X, three breaths, heart rate cycles, X, in, X, in, X. Wow, that's really awesome. That feels awesome. Second pose of the day, we'll step to the center of our mat. Take the hands to heart center. Reach a quarter of the way down the mat. Take a deep inhale. Press firmly through the right foot and just set the left foot up onto its toes. Begin pressing out through the heel. Let the heel lead. And as the heel starts to kick back, we rotate on the top of the pelvis, lifting here first on the top of the pelvis as the leg reaches out. So let the heel lead the body. Let the heel lead the body out as we reach back. Pressing out through the heel, inhaling here. 3 breaths. It's a little hard if you're on carpet. I would suggest that you be on a firm surface. That's my excuse, yes. Last breath, inhaling. Exhale, release the hands down, step all the way back into plank, reach out through the heel. Take the leg we were just standing on, the right leg, and bring the right knee to the back of the right palm. Walk the left foot straight back behind. Tilt the tailbone down, pull the belly in. Exhale, stack both the fists on each other. Let the head release down. Keep the fingers loose, no white knuckles, as the shoulders retract. Last breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. Same leg, the right leg. Lift straight back behind, reach out through the heel. Bend the right knee. And look at the right foot as the pelvis tilts underneath the armpit. Look at your right foot under the armpit. Last breath here, inhaling. Follow the right foot straight back behind. Toes point straight down. Pelvis becomes square towards the ground. Exhale, release. Look between the hands. Left leg steps to the front. Take a deep inhale. Place the hands on the knee. And then coming into our standing pose on the opposite side. Taking a deep inhale. Reaching out through the heel. Begin to straighten the back leg. The palms come together. Reach out through the heel. Breathe here. If you need to straighten the arms out to the side, you can. Otherwise, keep the hands to heart center. Last deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, gently release down. Step both feet straight back behind. Reach out through the heels. Straighten into down dog. Left knee to back of left palm. Walk the right foot straight back behind. Both hands clasp in a fist. Release the head down. Hands underneath the shoulders. Press back, downward facing dog. Same leg that was up front, and that was the standing leg. Reaches straight back behind. Reach out through the heel. Take a deep inhale. On exhale, bend the knee and look at the left foot underneath the armpit. Very important in this pose to not let the right shoulder then come up also, so the shoulders stay in line here. Very important. So just because the hips are spinning, the shoulders don't also spin. Can lift the knee a little bit higher. Some people call this pose dog pissing on a fire hydrant. Last breath. Set the foot down. Look between the hands. And let the knees come all the way to the mat. Child's pose. Stay in child's pose for 4 breaths. Last deep breath here. Inhale. X. Pressing the hands back up to center. And we'll conclude our practice with forward fold, which opens up the undersides of the legs and the tail, of course. You can place the legs in one of 2 places, either the knee pressing out to the side, or you can bring the foot into the inner thigh. Both hands lift either side. Take a deep inhale, and then on exhale, gently fold down. Letting the left knee press out to the side and almost wrapping around behind the body is the motion that we're envisioning. Taking the head down to the knee. If the head does not move down, you can keep the hands either side of the knee. Last breath of 5. Inhale. Inhaling, coming back up to center. Moving on to the opposite side. Left foot moves forward. Take a little lift with either hands under the tail. Inhale here. Exhale, gentle forward fold. You can move the hand to the outer side of the foot if you like, as the shoulder spins down. Pressing out through the ball mount of the foot. The toes point back towards the face. Inhale back up to center. And we'll close our practice sitting with the feet underneath the tail, placing the hands to heart center. You can take the hands to heart center and just let the mind relax. Going through the checklist in the physical posture, the shoulder blades reach down the ears. Whoops, the shoulder blades reach away from the ears. The belly pulls in. The posture from the side. Even the tailbone still here is tilted under. And the cat thigh muscles are slightly engaged. Thank you so much for your practice this morning. I will see you tomorrow for day 2 of our challenge. I hope that you join me. Thank you.